Hey guys, MIGMATIS Golf. The channel kind of concentrates on shootsy scores, concentrates on unconventional golf instruction. If you're sick and tired of going to your local pro or reading the magazines, you're not getting any better, this is the place for you, okay? MIGMATIS Golf has been a long believer of alternate teaching methods. I believe that the golf industry is slightly stale and they keep regurgitating the same junk that doesn't necessarily work for everybody. So if it hasn't worked for you, this is a place for you, okay? We think a bit outside the box. So if you like that kind of stuff, sign up, subscribe, hit that bell. You'll get notifications of new videos, and hopefully give us some thumbs up, leave some comments. All right, let's get going. Today, I'm going to talk about the illusion, because a lot of stuff in golf is an illusion, the illusion of stability, okay? And how it affects how we swing. So we all watch the pros, we all love the way they swing, and we all think, geez, that swing looks so simple. There's hardly any moving parts. And even the commentators on TV say, oh, I love his swing. It's so efficient and simple. There's very little can go wrong. There's very few moving parts. Utter nonsense, okay? Utter, complete nonsense. There are so many moving parts in any good golf swing. To suggest otherwise is just redunculous. I can't believe some of those guys come out with some of that junk. But what they really mean is it looks like there are very few moving parts because the motion has been repeated so many times that it looks very fluid, okay? Be careful in golf what the eye sees and what the ball does. They're two very different things. There's plenty of golf swings throughout history that looked really ugly and really manufactured, but won plenty of majors, okay? And there are some beautiful golf swings on tour. When these guys or girls first come out on tour, the commentators are, raving about how many majors they're going to win and how great they are, and they don't really perform. Well, that's because, be careful of the artistry of a swing, like what it looks like, versus how efficient it is. So back to the topic, these people, let's call them, have trained for so long and have ingrained this one move, and more importantly, have great balance. And the key word here is balance. Any athletic motion, if it's done with balance, for some reason, it just looks effortless and it looks good. And you can test this theory just by doing something as simple as, like, here we go, standing on one foot and trying to hold your other foot with your hand. As you see, I'm all jumping around here trying to get my balance. It all looks very clumsy. Well, if I repeated that for like a half an hour, my body would get used to just bringing this foot up, and immediately where the compensations would have to be in my body for it to look like just a smooth action. See, they're already after like 3 or 4 attempts, it gets smoother. It's the same with a golf swing. After you do something enough, your body realizes where it's got to compensate, where it's got to move its center of gravity to make it look balanced and therefore effortless, okay? So don't think that your swing is ugly just because you've got the wrong kind of move. If you practice your swing or your moves long enough and to a point where you have good balance doing them, it will start to look much more fluid and will start to look like it needs much less effort. Okay, it's as simple as that. So moral of the story is we should all be working on balance as much as we work on striking balls or the ball flight and all that. And the pros do this, okay? You look at their workout routines in the gym, a lot of it is balance. You see them on medicine balls, you see them on those half balls, like lifting weights, doing pistol squats. You see them on those 2 half balls making golf swings. They do that for a very good reason, because they know at any time the body is in balance, it can make a more efficient move, okay? And so that's what you need to concentrate on. So I would suggest, into your training routine, by all means go and whack the ball, but also practice your balance. You'll find that if you practice your balance, your swing will start to look much nicer, much more efficient, and it will look, and pay attention to what I'm saying, it will look like it has less moving parts, but it doesn't. All the same parts are moving. They're just in balance. So it looks effortless, it looks smoother, it looks like there are less moving parts. All right, very simple. Go do me a favor, go try that, and see what you think. Leave me some comments. As usual, please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you again later with another tips and tricks video. See you later, folks. Hey guys, I forgot to mention one thing in that video about balance and fluidity of the swing. You know, what I forgot to mention is that the concept that all amateurs have in their head is that pros have such stable looking swings with very few moving parts, because there are very few moving parts and they are very stable. But that's, like I explained, that's not true. So what it forces amateurs to do is it forces us to keep too still, okay? We're afraid of moving our bodies too much, and you know, we don't turn our hips enough, we have very little lower body movement, we just don't turn our shoulders enough, because our brains think, you know, the less moving parts, the more stable I am, the easier it will be to strike the golf ball consistently. And the truth is, that's not the case. Okay, if you start restricting yourself like that, you just won't make the proper moves or get into the proper positions. It's as simple as that, really. So just be careful when you see pros swing and think, wow, that looks like a simple movement and there's very little moving, because your tendency will be to not move your body the way you should. Like I said, the body moves a lot. A lot of moving parts. There's quite a big shoulder turn, depending on the school of golf that you believe in. The hips turn a lot or they don't turn very much. It doesn't really matter. But just be aware there's a lot of moving parts. And the reason they look like they're not moving very much is because it's all done with fluidity and balance. That's the moral. Okay, all right. Hope that helps. Catch you later. Bye. All right, so here we have a bit of a case study. This is my friend Jay. Jay's a very good golfer, and we always make fun of him. We call him crazy legs because it looks like his legs move a lot or his feet move a lot in the swing, and they do. And Jay's been working on recently feeling more centered over the ball, and I think what he's actually working on is actually feeling more balanced. So he feels like if he stays more centered over the ball, then he's more balanced, and a byproduct of that is that his feet move less. So, you know, these are all swings of his new move. And then the very last one here in slow-mo, I asked him to try and repeat what he used to do. And as you can see, there's a lot more foot action there. I mean, it makes a great transition, doesn't he? He didn't hit this one particularly well, but that's just because he was going back to his old move. But this is a good illustration of working on being more stable is more balanced, really.